adventure in Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is the Pipeman on the Adventures of Pipeman here on W4CY Radio at Download Festival, and I'm here with...
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Guion.
And we're from CELAVI, and we're from Bangor in North Wales.
Nice. And I'm glad you said how to say your name, because I would have fucked it up, okay?
Well, that's funny you mentioned that, because a lot of people tend to have a different way of saying our name as well. So people either say CELAVI, some people say CELAVI, and some people even say CELAVI. So it's really cool how people have like a different interpretation of how to say it. It's like another layer of the art to sort of pull apart and make your own.
And that's kind of why I always have artists say it at festivals, because the worst thing I could do besides not recording is to mispronounce your band name. And second of all, you guys say it a lot cooler than I can. Now that I heard you say it, I probably would have fucked it up.
Well, we've had the practice, to be fair.
Yeah, there you go. So we were talking before, and I wanted to go over something with you and tell you a little story and see what you think. Okay, so I was married to a British girl, and a lot of these British girls, they like come over to America and they act like the hoity-toity royal, and they put on this whole act, and you know, she was like that. During the day, she would be like, "Miss, I'm better than you. You're just a lowly American, classless, and we're better than you." And then she'd turn into fun party girl. And then she would turn into batshit crazy girl after 15 margaritas like she used to do on the daily. But I never knew where she lived.
We Brits are known to, when we party, we put the foot down and we go foot on the gas and go hard on it.
Well, I can tell you. Well, she definitely did that. But listen. You want to know where she's from? Do you have any idea where she would be from with that hoity-toity accent, Miss Royal?
I think I got a couple of ideas in mind, but I wouldn't be able to say anywhere specific.
Newcastle.
Yeah, that checks out.
And that's why, it's funny. I always bring that up with bands here because I get the same response all the time. And then they're like, "But couldn't you tell the Geordie accent?" I'm like, no, she spoke the proper Queen's English.
You can take someone out of their hometown, but you can never take the hometown out of that person. But that definitely checks out.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, Newcastle is one of those places in the UK where it's just absolutely wild, and like the people they're made out of stronger stuff than a lot of places. Like you go out for a night out in Newcastle. Have you been to Newcastle?
Nah. Like, surprisingly.
It's so crazy. I mean, the winds and the weather there can just be like awful, and like you can be out in like -5, -7 Celsius, and people will be in the pouring rain, and people will be out in like small dresses and small t-shirts and stuff, just completely oblivious to it, completely immune, and then we'll be there freezing our asses off thinking that we're about to meet God in the cold.
And like that blows my mind too, because this whole country is like bipolar weather, and you guys like have terrible weather most of the time.
We do, especially in Wales, where we're from. I think we're known for having our own little microclimates, and there'll be pockets of pure horizontal rain, and you go a couple of miles down the road and it's just like beaming sunshine, and like, did someone have to kill a goat or something for that big yellow ball in the sky to come out? What the fuck's going on?
Right? Oh, man. And, oh, by the way, what a fucking great tattoo on I love your arm.
Oh, thank you very much. The Universal Monsters.
Tell me about it. I mean, it's very detailed and good, and like, oh my God.
Thank you. Yeah, I've spent a few years putting them all together. When I was a teenager, I had a part-time job in a quarry, and my site manager knew that I was into spooky stuff, getting into horror and things like that. And he asked me, have you ever seen any of the Universal horror films yet? And I was like, I haven't yet. And he was just like, you have to. I implore you, please do. And he gave me a stack of movies, and I just binged them all. So all the originals, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula, and I just fell in love with them from there. And I always remember going over to his house, and he just had all the memorabilia from there, all the originals, and it was just so fascinating. And I think that just drew me in, and I just got obsessed from there. So then as soon as I was legally allowed to get tattooed, I think the first thing I do is just start getting these put on me.
Nice. And so, does that bleed into your music?
Absolutely. I think there's a sort of darkness and like a spooky side to the music that we put out. It's in there for sure, and especially like from like the soundtracks of like those movies back then as well, the soundscapes and stuff that they put in. I found that to be very inspiring. And it makes me think a little bit more out of the box when I'm putting things together. So like I've got the guitars, I've got the bass, I've got the drums, we've got rooms for the vocals and the synths and stuff. But there's always room for that one little extra thing to just make it sound that little bit more sinister. And that's always what I'm trying to go for.
I love it. And so, you guys, look at you. You're all cool looking in pink. And we were talking also before the interview about the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. And so immediately when I met you earlier, that's what I thought of immediately. And then I saw your photographer's shirt. But before that, I just saw the pink. And I'm like, man, that's Sophie Lancaster.
Yeah, the Sophie Lancaster Foundation is a charity that really means a lot to the two of us. We've been honoured to have been asked to do some shows with them and some fundraisers to help raise awareness for the charity. It's something that really means a lot to us, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And, me and Gwion, we're, different. I'm here like pastel, goth, Barbie. But I think through our music as well, we try and inspire people to be themselves and not to worry about what anyone thinks of them, and not to try and be somebody that they don't want to be either. We still get laughed at and stuff, but we don't care. I think it's really important to be happy, to be yourself, to be who you want to be, to look how you want to look, and to, follow whatever you want to do with your life as well. So the Sophie Lancaster Foundation is something so important to us, and it's an honour that we've been able to work with them and raise awareness of the charity as well.
Absolutely.
And it is an amazing foundation because, listen, everybody should just be themselves. Like, and I don't understand why people care how other people do their hair, how they dress, what they do. People seem to be, especially in my country, so obsessed with things that don't affect their life in any way, shape, or form. Why do you care what somebody else does, who somebody else loves, what they do for a living? Like, the list could go on, and we're making, in the whole world, a big deal about this shit.
It's amazing how much time people have on their hands to fill their lives with such a divisive and negative attitude and mindset. I don't know where they find the time. I really don't. I
don't get it. I don't have the time for this shit, and they do, like, all day long. It's like, why don't you go to work? That affects your life. What you're saying doesn't. You know?
Yeah. As long as you're happy and you have your health and you just look after each other, look after your loved ones. I mean, why bother yourself and why bother other people?
Yeah, and like somebody like me, I've had my hair blue for years. It's not right now because I'm taking a break because it's so much fucking work. But I carried myself in a certain way that people didn't look at me wrongly. And it's kind of weird. Okay, if you're 18 with blue hair, then you're a loser, that's a troublemaker, and blah, blah, blah. And you're in your 50s with blue hair, you're stylish. That's what happened to me. And I would even go, like, I do business stuff too, and I'll go to, like, I'm a trustee in the chamber. I'll go to a chamber meeting with a suit on and blue hair, and all these doctors and lawyers and all these professional people my age are like, man, I wish I had the courage to do that. But hey, you're in radio, you should. It's amazing. Like, but why can't they either?
Exactly. But it is great to see the big change that has happened over the last few years, especially with like tattoo culture. I mean, before it would just used to be prisoners and sailors that would be associated with having tattoos, and like now there's so many people out there who have them and wear them proudly, as they should, in all sorts of professions. It's really great to see that big shift in culture, that there is a lot more acceptability than there was.
And, you know, it's funny because it used to be when I was younger, like, you didn't get a job if you had a tattoo, you know, or you had to do something, put something on it or cover it up or whatever. And it's so commonplace now. And, you know, it's funny because I have a brother who probably one of the most judgy people on earth. And he saw somebody, we were somewhere, a restaurant or something, he's like, he saw somebody with a tattoo and made some comment. I'm like, dude, everybody has tattoos nowadays. And he's like, maybe everybody you hang out with. And I'm like, why don't you look around this restaurant? I'll guarantee you there's a very low percentage of people in here that don't have at least one tattoo.
You'll find that happens, and you know, it's just one of those choices. You either like tattoos and have them, or you don't, or you can admire them from afar. If that's your bag, happy days. But it's all about just letting people be who they want to be.
And your other arm, are you going to finish that arm too as a sleeve, or keep it the way it is?
Well, yeah, I've got some real estate left to go on me here and there. I mean, that was funny thing that you mentioned that. I was talking to Sarah earlier on. I was just looking around again, admiring everybody's wonderful tattoos, because there's some beautiful artwork on people around here at the festival. And I was just thinking, it's like, I really, really want to get more tattoos. I really just want to be covered, like from the neck down to my toes. I think that's going to be the goal. Nice.
And what do you think about that?
Lovely. Yeah. I love Guillaume's tattoos. Personally, I do like tattoos. But yeah, it's all about like expressing yourself, and it's exciting having a new tattoo as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an indescribable experience, isn't it? And you can't compare it to anything else. I mean, there is a sort of underlying sense of masochism to it, but
a little bit.
But you get a pretty picture at the end, and isn't that what it's all about?
It's about the reward.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And your guys' hair kind of matches. Okay? Did that happen before you met, or and you just like, oh, look, another one with colored hair just like mine? Or is it your thing now as a couple?
I've been doing my hair like this off and on for a few years. I think when we met, I was, again, like yourself, I took a little break from it because, as we know, peroxide is just pure murder on your hair. So I took a little break and just went down the standard goth route, just put a plain black. And then I was just looking at some pictures from when I did have more colourful hair, and then Sarah was having pink put in her hair as well, and I just went, you know what, I really, really miss it. And I think it was before one of our music videos, I was like, I really want to have my hair like how it was back then for this, and then since then we just sort of stuck to it.
Nice. Well, that's kind of like me, because so I took a break, and then I was at one of the festivals I do, Welcome to Rockville, last year, and that's when my hair was kind of like this, and that is now, which is just normal. It's not really normal because it does have the blonde streaks and stuff, but to me that's as normal as it's getting. And there was this chick that I'm friends with now, and she colors like all the rock stars' hairs, and she was there with this band of hers that I was interviewing. So I showed her all the different, because I had pretty much every hair color. And I'm like, how about you do my hair during the interview? And I'm like, and do whatever you want.
That is so cool.
Free canvas. I don't care. I didn't even pay attention. I couldn't. I'm too busy interviewing. And then, we're going to the bathroom to rinse my hair. Like, it wasn't in a salon, people. It was just like right out there, like we're sitting right now. And so she ended up doing blue, purple, and pink.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
Right?
Stunning, yeah.
And then, like, at first, it just had that, like, bluish purple look. I didn't even notice the pink in it till it started fading. And it was, like, the best fade I ever had when I had my hair done, because then it turned into blue, purple, and pink separately. And it was such a cool look.
I can imagine. They're great colours to put in your hair, especially when they start fading and, like, you start washing it through. And, like, they can have a sort of a pastel-y thing about them after a while, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I like how it kind of... There's a different vibe then as well, isn't there? It's nice, exciting. See how it goes.
Yeah.
So now we've talked about all that stuff. We'll probably talk about more of it, but now let's actually talk about your music. So tell us a little bit about... Okay, so you're an artist. I hate artists being boxed into a genre. It's kind of stupid. Artists should be able to just do whatever they want. They don't have to play because it's this genre. And I do find like there's a lot of genres now that's like they use a formula and you can only do this. Okay? How would you as the artist describe your music?
With the sound, we do take maybe some influence from like new metal, industrial, goth, electronic. But the vibe is, we talk a lot about, being yourself, like anthemic songs, being yourself, being honest, mental health as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully some empowering songs. But we do perform in the Welsh language as well.
Oh.
And
Wait. I want to hear you sing a Welsh song.
Awesome.
Do it.
So this is our song. It's called Morgana. Ma'n haws I chdi ond ai byth anghofio beth a thoele pan ddim egluro gad I fi dan i'r gallall o fy nghefn tra ma'r byd o'n nghwmpas yn gwylio.
Wow.
Diolch yn fawr, thank you so much.
That was so amazing. But
Thank
you know
you so
what was
much.
even more amazing about it is like a lot of times when songs are in a different language, it's kind of hard for them to sound like a song. Like if somebody tries to take a song in English and turn it into Spanish, it doesn't make sense because it doesn't rhyme or go together. But man, I didn't even have to know what any of that meant because it just made sense and it went together. It was so cool.
Amazing, thank you.
Wow, I love it. Like, and so, is that a normal thing in your country to sing in Welsh if you're a metal band?
Not in Wales in the Welsh language. We're like the first new Welsh language new metal band.
Wow.
So we are doing something different, but the feedback has been amazing, really. Like growing up, we didn't have like a Welsh language metal band that we could relate to. So that's what we wanted to do with our band was, to make metal goth music that the band that we needed growing up in our first language, basically in the Welsh language.
Yeah. Wales is often referred to as the land of song, and the land of song needs something in its catalogue for everybody. And we hope that we're providing a heavier aspect to our culture and our heritage, and that there's representation for alternative music, or a lot more representation for alternative music.
Wow, I love that. It's pretty cool because I don't know of a lot of Welsh bands anyway in metal.
There are certainly a few. We have got a lot of Welsh bands who are on the heavier side of things. There's Bullet for My Valentine, we've got Funeral for a Friend, Holding Absence, Skindred. There's just so many.
They're doing a secret show tonight. Did you know that? Skindred. They're doing a
Can't-
secret show here at Download tonight.
I can't wait for it. We'll be there.
Nice. So speaking of Download, how was it being here at Download?
It was initially indescribable. It's been an absolute honour for us to have the opportunity to play here. For someone, not just in Wales, just like the UK in general, I don't think there is a higher honour than being invited to play Download, and to be able to say that we've done it and representing Welsh language music as well. It's just an achievement for us that I feel that we have worked really hard for, and to be able to say that we've done that now is just incredible.
Yeah, it was like the best feeling stepping on that stage and seeing a full tent there to support us, loads of Welsh flags there. It was
Wow.
just insane, like very, very proud. And we made history as well by being the first artist to perform in the Welsh language at Download. So it's just an absolute honour for us, and we'll never forget that moment. It was just the best time of our lives, really.
And see,
Amazing.
that's kind of amazing too, because like for the artist and the fan, when you're putting on a really good show, that could change your life, okay? And
Yeah.
Download is known for some good shows. Like, you know, there's some bands in my history that I didn't like till I saw them live, or then like there's bands that I saw live and I'm like, oh my God, that's the best thing ever. And one of them was Bring Me the Horizon when they first came to the States, you know, and I never heard them before. I was late in the game, and they were live. And I was like, oh my God. And ever since then, any festival I do, no interviews. I don't care who the hell you are during Bring Me the Horizon.
It should be a felony to miss a Bring Me the Horizon show. If you're within the vicinity of one, there is no excuse. It just has to be done.
Yeah, and so let's talk about what makes you unique too, besides the Welsh part, because like that's another thing. Bring Me the Horizon, like I said, I came late in the game, so I kind of caught them at That's My Spirit, and then I went back. And one of the things that really impresses me about them is the fact that it's unique. It's not like a lot of bands are using these formulas and they're just doing whatever they want, because that's what an artist should do.
Yeah.
Artists shouldn't fit into a box. Like, do whatever you feel, whatever you want to play. You're going to get hate no matter what you do. And a lot of people gave him hate, okay? But you know what? Then they still love him even though they're giving him hate. And even he always said, why do I want to write the same album over and over again?
That's it. And having such a broad catalogue and different styles and the evolution of them is something that every artist should really aspire to. Like, to be able to have the guts, let alone the creativity, to be able to reach the audiences and the levels that they have doing that kind of music is just absolutely inspiring.
Yeah, and they're definitely, Bring Me's like in my top 5 of all favorite bands, and it just speaks to me. Like, Throne is like my theme song. It's totally me. And then Can You Feel My Heart, I totally relate to 100% as well.
It's my favourite Bring Me the Horizon song, that song.
It is like unbelievable. My favorite lyric of all time, of any artist, anywhere, is I can't drown my demons, they know how to swim.
Yes.
Oh my guys, that is the most brilliant shit ever.
It is.
And mine definitely swim very well because I'm a surfer. Oh my God. So, and you know, I was thinking too, because of the theme of your music and your tattoo, I think we need to like set up a tour, and that tour is going to be Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper, Ice Nine Kills, and you.
Amazing.
I'd die a very happy man if that happened.
Right?
Sounds sick.
And the Ice Nine Kills, like, killed, no pun intended, killed it here at Download. I think one of the best sets of the whole festival, and even a publicist that was with me said the same thing. I think part of it too is because they put on a performance. It's not just like anybody could get up and play their music, but live music should be a performance and an entertainment.
Absolutely, and that's something that we strongly believe in as well. Nobody wants to go to a show to see a handful of people just staring at their feet or their instruments and just sort of shuffling through a set. It's rock and roll. It's rebellion. There has to be the energy there, the performance. If you're only on that stage for a really small amount of time, and if you're not giving it your absolute all throughout that set, then you're not being genuine to yourself, and you're not being genuine to your audience. And I think that's something that really translates really, really well with Ice Nine Kills, because they give it absolute hell every single time, and you can see it in the way that the crowds react to them. They go absolutely crazy for them, and it's an amazing thing to see.
So now you've played already and everything else. How does it feel being here at Download?
It feels great. I mean, we love it here.
Yeah, we just feel so comfortable as well. Like, you can be yourself here. And, you know, we've met some amazing people. We've caught up with people we haven't seen for a while. You make new friends here. And the atmosphere is just so lovely. We've been looked after. And the weather's been amazing as well. So it's just been really, really special, hasn't it?
Yeah, special is definitely the word for it.
You mean it's not Newcastle weather?
Not quite Newcastle weather. Maybe Newcastle, Australia.
Right.
We've had the beaming sun beating down on us all weekend, and we're so thankful for it.
And also, it's not really great for goths to be sun beaten out.
No, yeah. I think when I go back and go back home tonight and inspect myself, I might find a couple of crispy bits that I've missed with the sunscreen.
Right. You know what? You're the first person in the UK to call it sunscreen. Because in the States, we call it sunscreen, but you guys call it sun cream, right? Something like that?
Yeah, I think in Welsh it's Eli Hael.
Ah.
So, but I think I say sunscreen as well.
Yeah, it's because it's a spray. It's a spray-on thing. They can't call it a cream if it's spray out. You can't spray cream.
Well, I did. The people I was with, they were putting the cream on, though, so I guess, you know, it depends on what you use, you know?
I'm pedantic like that.
So I do have to say that, man, you guys speak great English.
Thank you very much.
I know how weird that sounds in the UK, but I mean, I can understand you perfectly. It's almost like you're almost American English, you know?
I can only thank my English teacher from school.
Right? Because it is wild. People tend to think that, all Americans sound the same, all people from England sound the same, and they also lump in the Welsh, the Irish, and the Scottish all in, you all sound the same. But I can tell you there's some people in this room, they've been talking to me, and it's like one of those things when you don't understand what somebody's saying, so you just say, yeah.
We do have some really thick accents over here.
Yeah.
And so, how about you guys? You grew up close to each other in Wales, or, you know, what's the differences of your upbringings?
Well, I mean, as far as Wales is concerned in general, there is a big difference in the way people speak in the north where we're from compared to the south. The southern Welsh accent is something that's probably heard a little bit more commonly worldwide. I'm not going to attempt a South Walian accent and discredit.
Can you
my
do
people
one?
Here.
Well, if I hope I'm allowed to. My grandmother was from South Wales.
Okay.
So she would say something like, "Come by here, Sarah, come by here."
Yeah. That's a really strong, good example.
Now, see, I've been to the UK enough that I did understand that, but if it was my first time, I'd be like, "What did you just say?" That's like my first time I went to Birmingham. Somebody said to me here, a friend of mine, they're like, "You're not going to understand a word they say." I'm like, "Come on, it's English. How's that going to be?" I went there, and I'm like, I really did discover why Ozzy sounds the way he does. It had nothing to do with drugs. I couldn't understand a word these people were saying. I was like, can you please translate that for me? I was trying to look it up on the Google Translate, and even Google Translate didn't understand them. It is wild, though. Like, people tend to think that, but it's true all over. Just like I'm from New York and New Jersey. I can tell what city in New Jersey somebody's from. I can tell the different parts of New York. And then there's also, of course, the South of the United States, which, you know, they think that the South is going to rise again. And we don't want that to happen. It's not going to happen. But, man, when they talk, they sound like they're slow. You know, they sound like idiots. It's like, hi, we are at download. And I'm like, hello? Like, I don't have all day here. I have an interview to do.
Wouldn't be great if you're asking someone for directions to the bathroom then.
No. I've pissed my pants before. You know, whereas, you know, my accent's toned down because of what I do for a living. But, like, you know, I'll talk really fast if I'm around my people. In fact, it happened earlier. I was talking to some people, and during mid-conversation, I started getting faster and faster because, you know, we're a lot like the northeast of the States and the UK. I see a lot of similarities, not only the way we speak, but also, you know, our attitude. Brutally honest, you know where you stand, you know, and I prefer that.
Oh, yeah, we've got some friends who are real straight shooters. They're subtle as sledgehammers and just brutal as fuck with you, but you know where you stand with them.
Exactly. You know, and, okay, so I was talking at Punk House outside, and we were talking about that, and they came, I gave them an idea for a new shirt, okay, because basically, when you're in the South of the United States, they go like this, oh, bless your heart, which really means fuck you if you Google Translate it, okay? Like, if you want to tell me fuck you, just say fuck you, okay? Yeah. Like, and I was with this friend, and she was talking all this shit about this other girl, and then the girl walked up and she jumped up like they were long-lost best friends. And she sat down. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And she goes, oh, I was just being friendly. That's not fucking friendly. That friendly's like, hey, how are you? And then they keep walking. But you're being fake. Well, that's how I was brought up. Well, you were brought up fucking wrong, okay? Because don't talk shit about somebody and then talk behind their back and then act like you're their best friend.
Yeah.
I'd rather, you don't like me, tell me you're a fucking asshole, and I will like you then.
Yeah, exactly.
The universe is always watching when it comes to shit like that. Yeah. The energy that you put out, you'll get it back. So if you're not going out there saying shit and talking shit, I think you'll get it back at least twofold.
And I think everybody just has to be themselves. Like, yeah. You do you, and I think everybody else has to let people be themselves. Like, we're all individuals, we're all unique, we're not robots. We don't have to be the same, we don't have to believe the same, exactly. We don't have to do the same things in life. You do you. And I think that's the whole concept of being a weirdo mosher freak like I am.
Same.
Yeah, absolutely the same, yeah.
That's my favorite Sophie Lancaster shirt that says that, because I wear that proudly. And if you have a problem with it, I'll beat your ass, okay? That's my viewpoint. Like, stop picking on, bullying people that are goth or moshers or different than you. Because you know what? We're all just human beings. Yep. We're one race, the human race.
100%.
As it should be.
Absolutely. So tell us what else you got going on after download, you know, and what kind, you know, give us all the 411.
Cool. Yeah. So we're recording our EP at the moment. We record with Ramesh Dodongoda, and he's just worked with so many of our favourite artists who have inspired us, like especially like Bring Me the Horizon. They're my favourite band. He's worked with Bring Me the Horizon, Motorhead, Holding Absence, Nova Twins.
Yep. Funeral for a
I
Friend.
love Nova Twins too.
They're so good.
Yeah, they are, and they're so cool too.
He's really like fun to work with. He gets the best out of us, doesn't he? So he looks after us. We're recording with Rom, and we're opening for As December Falls in the Castle in August. So looking forward to that.
Nice.
And then we'll have more music videos and more another tour towards more the end of the year as well. So lots of exciting things on the way.
That's very cool, and I can't wait to see all of it. So how do people go to your socials or wherever else to check out all that stuff, and more importantly, buy your merch, or else they can't listen to my show and I might jump them in an alley?
So our socials we are CELAVI. On all the socials, and then our website, we've got a Bandcamp with our merch, and on our website we are CELAVI.com.
Beautiful. And I want to go back to the weirdo mosher freak that I am. So one time we were walking in the mall several years ago, my youngest daughter, she's now she's 30, but then she was a teenager. We're walking through the mall, and I'm making comments about, I'll say, look, there's your new mother. And and she goes, Dad, you like all the freaks. And she goes to festivals with me, and she had Half Head and stuff like that. So I trained her well, but she definitely noticed what her dad's taste is. And I'm like, you look at me, we were talking about the tattoos, I don't even have any. But I'm still, blue hair, whatever you do, express yourself, express your identity, do whatever's good for you.
Definitely.
And you know what? It doesn't affect anybody else's life, so why do they care what you do with your body?
Exactly. It's about being respectful, isn't it? That's the thing. It's just about being respectful and just letting people just get on with their lives, basically. And just,
No doubt about it.
Yeah. Individuality is something that's so important today, even more so than ever, with the state of the world where everybody's just being so divisive, and there's just this constant need to have to conform and assimilate, and we need more individuals now more than ever, really. I mean, you have to be comfortable in your own skin and be happy with yourself and be your own truth.
No doubt about it. And what you see in the mirror and other people see in the mirror are two different things. And the only thing that matters is what you see in the mirror.
Yeah.
And we need to stop looking for approval from people, or them even thinking that they have the right to give their approval or disapproval.
That.
And we're a lot cooler than those fucking assholes anyway.
Yeah, there are people out there that you shouldn't take any advice from. You shouldn't even trust them with a broom.
No.
Let alone choosing the decisions you make with your life. Fuck them.
Yeah, especially when it's stuff like your hair or even tattoos or any of that stuff. Why do they care? I don't get it, man. It's you expressing yourself and being able to do what you want to do is what's good for your mental health.
Yes.
And so, therefore, fuck them, because your mental health is more important.
Yeah. Your happiness is the most important thing in the world, and just being comfortable with, as we were chatting now, being comfortable with how you look, what you want to wear, what you want to do with your life, and so important.
And you guys are so cute together, so how did this happen?
Well, we started in another musical project a few years ago, and we started making some music together with some other people, and after a while it kind of became apparent that we had a different type of ambition and a different type of drive than the others, which, as you know, happens with a lot of bands, things started changing a little bit creatively, so we decided that we were going to venture off and become CELAVI, and we blazed our own trail, and look where it's got us.
Right? You're here at Download.
Download, baby.
Oh my God. And you had a packed house here at Download, so fucking A. That is amazing. And
yeah, that's something that we'll always be eternally grateful for. That just walking on that stage and just seeing all those Welsh flags in front of us and just everybody chanting, that's just been etched onto my brain, and it'll never leave. It's just the best memory, and to be able to have done that with my best friend as well, I think that nothing could ever compete with that.
I love hearing that.
That's very emotional. Thank you.
Oh my God! See, what a great guy that picked you. I'm not saying you picked him; he picked you, right?
Which way around was it? Be honest.
I want to hear the story. Let's go.
It was quite a mutual, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of like, yeah. I think we kind of, without sounding cheesy, we found each other. I think we both needed each other, and he is my best friend. He genuinely is, and I have so much fun with him.
It's the way it should be, and
yeah,
that is key. Find each other.
Yeah.
That's, to me, that's what makes a great relationship, a great marriage. It's both.
Yeah.
It's not one or the other.
That's it. Yeah.
It's been amazing that we had these same ambitions and things in life, and they've all revolved around the same thing, being music, and being able to do what we do at the capacity that we have done it in. It's just been so much more fun to be able to do it with a partner.
Yeah, and I think with music, it's kind of in you, and then you don't want to do anything else, but I don't think you can't either. It's just there, and I think we understand that. I think that's what works in our relationship as well, because we have that we want to perform, we want to make music, we want to, we're very creative, so we understand that it's this passion is in us, and sometimes, you go to a gig, you leave the house at 5 a.m, pack the car, you travel 4 or 5 hours, do the gig, and then you travel 5 hours back, but we understand, that's what we want to do. Maybe other people wouldn't understand, what the hell are you doing that for? But for us, it's in us, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not something. It's not a fire that you can just put out. It's just intrinsically in us. Music's always been in our blood, and we'll always, regardless of whatever happens from here on out, we'll always be doing something creative or musical in some kind of capacity.
Yeah.
And that's amazing, because to me, that's the best therapy there is.
Definitely.
And the best connector, too.
Yeah.
That is a bond that is unbreakable.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we've made so many wonderful friends and met so many amazing people from doing this as well, and it's enriched our lives in so many ways that we didn't think was possible.
And the places we get to go to, and we've performed across Wales and England, and more adventures to come as well, hopefully.
Absolutely. I'm starting to take our eye to looking at overseas soon.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, we got to bring you to the States for sure.
Oh, yes.
I do all the festivals in the States. I need to see you there.
Absolutely. Here for it.
You look like you were born to be on a stage in Coachella, I have to say. With the sparkles and everything.
You do fit in Coachella, for sure. On the look, for sure.
Thank you.
Music, I'm not sure.
Yes.
But you would fit in at Welcome to Rockville, Louder Than Life, Aftershock, Incarceration, and Sonic Temple, those type of festivals.
Absolutely sick. Huge festivals, yeah.
Speaking of festivals, besides Download, because we know Download's a favorite festival?
I That's hard to choose. There are so many incredible festivals here in the UK to choose from. I think the one that stands out for me, I think, is I'd have to say Bloodstock.
Yeah, we'd love
Nice.
to perform at Bloodstock as well.
We gotta make that happen.
We'd absolutely love to.
Vicky, who runs Bloodstock, is here at Download right now. And I need you at Bloodstock. I love that festival.
Yeah.
I love it for many reasons. One big reason is the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. They are so dedicated to it. And they even name a stage after her. I mean, that's amazing.
It's wonderful and such a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, totally. And it's like such a family-run festival, family, community. And it's so cool. Like on Friday, the whole place wears pink in honor of Sophie Lancaster.
Amazing.
So you don't even have to change.
Needs to make sure that they have a pink bin for you to go bin jousting in.
That's amazing. So is there any other final words that you want to share with the audience or me?
I think we should part some Welsh wisdom and some words in the Cymraeg.
Yeah, we'd like to thank you in Welsh. Diolch o waelod calon, and that means thank you from the bottom of my heart. So diolch o waelod ein calona. That's thank you from the bottom of our hearts. It's been really lovely chatting to you. We've genuinely had a lovely time. Thank you so much.
I love that. And you did two things for me in the past few minutes in your speaking. One of them, you said a word, I think it was car, that was a Boston accent.
Oh.
Because I think it was cars, one of those, because they always go like ka, and you did that.
Oh.
I was noticing that before. I was like, oh, that's pretty funny, because I'm a New Yorker, and we are rivals of Boston, so we don't like that accent. No, I'm just kidding. But
Not a Penguins fan, I take it.
I know, right? I'm a Devils fan. I am a big hockey fan. And the Penguins are Pittsburgh. We don't like them either. Okay?
You're going to fucking hate the team I support.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm a Golden Knights guy.
I'll take that. That's okay. They're not a rival of ours.
No.
Okay? And they're new and they kick ass, man.
They're so good. We got married out in Vegas. And I think it was within I don't think it was
That's very unique, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think it was the inaugural year of the team. I think it was like the second year. So like everywhere we went, every hotel, just everywhere down the street, it was just like Golden Knights everywhere, and it was just like it was impossible to not get swept up by it all. So then, I think it was when COVID happened. I just found like I'd had some free time, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna get into hockey. And I just started looking at some of the highlights from like old Stanley Cups and stuff like that, and then finding out the newer teams, and then checking out Golden Knights, and everything just exploded from there. I was like, yeah, I think I'm a fan now. Like there'll be times where I've stayed up until like 4 or 5 in the morning to just catch a game live, and Sarah will just be flat asleep next to me, and I'll just be like this. If I see a penalty kill, I'll just be like, you motherfucker! Just trying not to wake her up.
Right? I played hockey, coached roller hockey and ice hockey, and I had second row blue line for the Devils, where you would see the blood come and hit the window.
Ooh.
Like it was coming at you, because when they would hit each other. And then like even one time, the pucks, they're frozen, and they go at like 100 miles per hour, and it came over the glass, and it literally skimmed my nose, like I could feel it.
Ooh.
Hit the girl next to me, took her eye out.
That's terrifying.
Like that was fucking lucky as hell for me.
Wow.
Right? But it's hockey. It's worth it.
Yeah. Very primal sport.
Now what you have to do is go look up one of the Stanley Cups in the 90s where the Devils won. Martin Brodeur, one of the greatest goalies ever in hockey. I watched it. I was there. Scored a goal.
That's incredible.
In the Stanley Cup. So search that. Search Martin. It's actually spelled Martin, but because he's French, French-Canadian, it's Martin Brodeur. Scores a goal in the Stanley Cup in the 90s. I'm sure you'll find a video.
I think all the best hockey players have to be French Canadian, right? I mean, especially as a Golden Knights fan, having Marc-Andre Fleury between our posts. They're just the best.
Fleury's great, and Gretzky,
right?
Not French Canadian, but
the great one.
Oh my God, amazing! Only hockey player ever in his whole career to never get into a fight. That's pretty wild, right?
Absolute gentleman from
That's
start to
because
finish.
he's too good of a skater. They couldn't catch him to hit him. And there was one more thing. I'm a Jew, and something you said was like one of our songs, our Hebrew songs in temple, that is actually an old German beer song. So, just dispelling the whole myth of sometimes stuff like Jewish stuff may be boring as shit. That's fun, and the song is Ein Keloheinu. So you said something like it was the Einu thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ein Kalonani. Yeah.
Yeah. So I immediately thought of Ein Keloheinu, Ein Keloheinu.
So cool.
Yeah.
And I sing it sucking, but Ein Keloheinu.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. You guys rocked Download. Fuck the rest of the bands that played here. They all sucked. You were the only good band. Okay? England could learn a lot from the Welsh. Okay?
That's for sure.
Yes.
And thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Thank you for having us. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Diolch o galon.
And to you too.
Hey, love it.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.